And closer to home, our Katie Lopez has been working on a month-long series to highlight those in Acadiana who've done remarkable things. She's joining us now with more on that project. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Dave. That's right. In the month of February, we are going to be highlighting people in the Acadiana community who have really paved the path for others, never letting anyone get them down.
Failure was never an option for me, but I heard it all so often.
Today, we're talking to Kenneth Boudreaux. Now, many of you in the Lafayette area may know him as a former councilman and also a community activist, but as we found out, there's so much more to him than just that. Growing up on the north side of Lafayette, Kenneth Boudreaux says that he had an amazing childhood. The fifth of 7 children and youngest of 5 boys, Kenneth says there was a lot to live up to being a Boudreaux boy.
You know, I was a 70s baby, right? So we did things a little differently. Hip hop was about to come into play. You know, my oldest brother didn't do hip hop, right? So I faced a number of teachers, for instance, who said, "You're nothing like your brothers." I faced people who said, you know, "You're going to go to jail. You're going to be, you're going to be the first Boudreaux to fail." I heard that.
But Kenneth wasn't going to let those words keep him down. He had something to prove. That drive, he says, passed down from generations of hard workers.
My grandmother took the first African-American girl in the state of Louisiana to girls' state at LSU. That sets the tone. But my other grandmother was a cafeteria worker who served children and others every day in a school's cafeteria, which is not easy work. My grandfather was an early law enforcement officer. I have his badges displayed on my desk, but he also had a lawn service where back then he actually cleaned very wealthy people's yards. That was before the big-time lawn services.
That service background shaping Kenneth's life. For 12 years, he served as a Lafayette councilman, 3 times as council chair.
Only one other person has done that, served 3 terms uncontested.
In those 12 years, he worked to make Lafayette one. No more North Side versus South Side.
That's when we're going to be at our greatest, when I don't have to go so far to get a certain thing. I could go right around the corner, and our neighborhoods are safe and comfortable, and people are back on porches and waving and sharing sugar and things of that nature. You know, it's just my dream. It's my dream. That's my hope. That's my prayer.
Today, Kenneth is on another journey, one he never thought he'd be on, but says it's a blessing: prostate cancer.
When I got beyond the anger and the frustration that I did not deserve this, I turned it into something that I think could help others.
And he has, Kenneth says.
When I went public, the reach out was unbelievable. It just gave men the comfort to accept what is and deal with it rather than trying to hide it. And then 8 to 10 years later, they were deceased because they simply didn't go get treated.
Ups and downs, Kenneth Boudreaux's story is far from over as he continues fighting for change, equality in one Lafayette. And we're going to post Kenneth's story on our website, KATC.com. Now, guys, remember, every Monday, we're going to be featuring someone new here on GMA. And next Monday, we're talking to a woman who says it's never too late to start paving your own path. Hers starting in her 30s, and she hasn't slowed down since. That's on Monday's GMA.